why did the European nations that joined the euro relinquish the ability to print their own money? So when the
I
euro
don't.
itself was taken in, like why would they say, oh, actually, we don't want to print our own Deutschmarks, we don't want to print the franc, we don't want to print lira? Like, how did they negotiate that?
So I've read a couple of books on the topic. Unfortunately, I don't have obviously the final answer. As you were
Hmm.
saying, I was
Well,
not there at the
it's history
negotiation
now,
table.
so it doesn't matter. But I'm
But
just, it's fact. It's
but
like,
I
why
don't
would you?
think that was really an option. It was more, look, we want to make, in the efforts to make the European Union more unified, and honestly,
Mm-hmm.
efforts that date back to just after the Second World War. They
Mm.
wanted to stop having wars every decade or so between Germany and France. Um, that's why the European Union was built in the very first place. They want to have a unified country, the same way you have the United States of America. They want to have the United States of Europe.
Mm-hmm.
And coming to a common currency fitted that narrative of, guys, we're in the same boat. Either we grow together or we perish together. So the narrative of unification was strong, and having a single currency obviously made sense in that narrative. And I don't think that innovative ideas at the time were considered so seriously, like complementary currencies, it's not something that was done anywhere else, as far as I'm aware, at least not at nation scales or multi-nation stage level.
But it makes me think, Thomas, like, I mean, you made another great point about referencing air miles. Like, air miles represent a form of currency in a very specific use case. But I would almost even go as far back as talking about credit itself. And like, oh, I owe you a favor, you owe me a favor. Like, that in itself is a form of currency. So to say, oh, there's only one currency that can ever be used, well, that's obviously just not true, because you go through every single day using different types of currency for different things.